Hello, I'm Adam from Wholehearted Hypnosis, and in this video I'm going to tell you why you don't need to know why. Coming up soon. Why? Why do I feel sad? Why am I afraid of spiders? Why do I get anxious at parties? Now this might sound really controversial, but you don't need to know why. You can move past just about anything in your life that's blocking you at the moment, that's causing you some kind of concern or trouble without understanding why. I get it, this might sound like heresy, but if you think about our society, thinking and understanding and analyzing is terribly, terribly important. We're taught from a young age to value the intellect, almost at the expense of creativity and experience. Just have a look around the cultural understanding of different types of employment. We look at doctors and engineers and other intellectual pursuits, and you get a big tick. But you think about an artist, whether they're a singer, a guitarist, a sculptor, not so much. Experience is just not as important as intellect. So experiential understanding and intellectual understanding are really imbalanced. And this intellectual push makes us all want to know why. Why does this happen for me all the time? Why? Not how can I fix it or what do I need to do? Why? And why will get you stuck almost every time. Now, I used to coach business owners, and business owners would agonize over why their ads weren't working, why they weren't getting new people through the door, why customers weren't repeating their business coming back. And sure, understanding why is important, but if you only dig for why and it doesn't inform what and how, then there's no use. And I would even suggest for those businesses that just going out and trying something new, testing it, pivoting when you need to pivot, is much more beneficial than sitting there wondering why or digging into why. It didn't work, test done, move on, try something again. Action's more important than understanding why. Now, it's not to say that I don't think thinking is important. Of course, thinking is important. When it gets in the way of change and progress, then it's detrimental. So I want you to think about something right now, and you can pause this video if you want, if you need a little bit of extra time. In fact, I encourage you to do so. Think about something that's getting in your way, that's causing you trouble, and just consider shifting what you're thinking from why is this happening to how can I make a change that's going to change things for me. Press pause. Oh, wait, I've got nothing else to do. It's okay. All right, welcome back. So I don't know what you thought about then, but let's think about someone who is deathly afraid of spiders. And I know someone's like this, so much so that I can't even bring up the topic of spiders with this person. And hopefully at some point he will work with me, but he doesn't want to at the moment. And here's the truth. If someone doesn't want to change, they're not going to change. I can't make this particular guy no longer afraid of spiders until he decides he wants to no longer be afraid of spiders. Now, let's say he wanted to change this thing. He could spend a whole lot of time trying to uncover the source of this phobia and why he is deathly afraid of spiders. And I'm going to suggest to you that's a complete waste of time, because he doesn't need to know the source, and he doesn't need to know why. He doesn't need to know what happened, if anything happened. Maybe he got scared by his big brother playing a prank on him when he was 3 years old. I don't know what the source of this thing is. He doesn't know. He doesn't know why. I don't know why. Do we investigate that? Does he investigate that? Is that a waste of time? Yes, it's a waste of time. Because what does he really want? He wants to not be afraid of spiders anymore. How does he do that? Well, there are a number of ways you can do it. You can do this with hypnosis. You can do it with other methods, exposure therapy. I recently worked with a lady who got massively anxious and frightened flying in planes. We did absolutely nothing trying to uncover why she was afraid of flying. And just recently, in fact, just a couple of days ago, I don't know what it'll be like when you watch this video, it might be a couple of years ago, she had to take a really quick trip away and reported back to me that she got on the plane and she only had a 2-hour trip, but she said to me she could have flown from the eastern seaboard of Australia to London, which is pretty much a whole day flight, and been completely comfortable. We spent no time at all working out where that particular phobia came from, that fear came from, that anxiety. We didn't look into why. We changed the patterns of her thinking, and now she's not afraid of flying. The same thing could be true for this guy I know who is deathly afraid of spiders. Instead of working out why, we could do some work together to remove that phobia completely. So what I'm trying to point at over and over again here is investigating why is interesting and intriguing, but it is ultimately distracting if the investigation is just about something that you want to change. Why not do the work doing the change? Working out how. Working out what you have to do rather than why it happens. Because you can do all this work working out why and still get nowhere. You can be afraid of heights, be afraid of public speaking, understand why, and still be afraid of heights and or public speaking. So what did you achieve? Nothing. Really, you achieved understanding. But did your experience change? It didn't change at all. And my suggestion is, if you're going to do work that results in change so you can get the outcomes that you want. That's a big distinction, a big distinction. So look, in closing, you can benefit from just shifting the way that you think from why to how. Let go of needing to know why this is happening and look at what you can do. Look at how. I mean, you might decide once you've fixed everything up that you might want to investigate your why. Go for it. But instead of spending time right now on why, move to how. Instead of why am I so angry, how can I better manage my anger? Why am I so tired? What can I do to get better quality of sleep? Why can't I find a girlfriend, boyfriend? How can I go about meeting more people that I might be able to connect with? Those questions in each of those 3 examples are distinctly different and take your thinking in a different direction so you can affect change. As a therapist and as a coach, ultimately I am invested in change work. I want to help you and anyone who comes to me change and achieve what they want in their life. I called this particular adventure, this business of mine, Wholehearted Hypnosis, because I want to show you and everyone else who's interested how to live wholeheartedly and get the most out of their lives. Now, if you want to do that and you want to learn more about wholehearted living, hit subscribe, buttons around here somewhere, leave a comment below, or head over to the website wholeheartedhypnosis.com.